Welcome to week 4, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to attempt to explain the uses of compression and some of the parameters to go along with compressors. And really, remember when we say compression, we're talking about downward compression. And it's going to be on a drum groove from my little old laptop here. So to recap some of the fundamentals of compression, we know that the goal of a compressor is to reduce the level of the loud stuff, while at the same time trying to make the quiet things sound louder. As the envelope goes above the threshold, the volume goes down. And we know that the threshold is the point at which the compressor is activated. So to help shape, we use compressors to level out the transients, so to speak. And transients are moments when the amplitude changed a lot in a short amount of time. The drum loop I selected for my example is a pretty good one that has a pretty wide dynamic range to work with, and it's one to help demonstrate how the parameters of a compressor can be changed to achieve the desired sound. Alright, so I will start here with the original loop and my SoundForge PAW, and let you guys hear the changes. Here we go. And here is a compressed version of that same wave. Alright, so what I noticed immediately is that the waveform itself looks a little bit more even. The transients have been taken down. Notice that the transient on the 2 count snare drum has been reduced quite a bit, but the other one on the 4 count actually didn't go down so much. And so all that kind of has to do with a little bit with the amount of attack and release that has been put on the compressor as well. Alright, back to the original loop again. Alright, and here is another compressed version of that same wave. Alright, so that one actually has a higher release, so you can hear the sort of pulling effect that it has at the end of the hi-hats there. The extended sort of ringing sound, but if you look at the wave, it sort of almost cuts out pretty much a lot of the snare drums and any of the other bass drums, period. Basically almost all hi-hats, a little bit of snare. So yeah, and alright, here we go. Here goes the original loop once again. Alright, and here is a compressed version of the same loop. This is pretty cool. I actually think it's showing exactly what dynamics are, something that's really changing within a musical piece of loop here, for example. It gives you, quiet and definitely cuts out a lot of those drops and gives you pretty much only 2 or 3 hats remaining, yet these snares are impactful and still present. Alright, and now finally I will play the original one time. And lastly, this is a limiter, actually. It's still a version of a compressor, but here we go. Alright, this was more to show the greater effects of compression used as a limiter. It has a low tech and an average release, pretty low threshold, and a super big amount of compression. So that means that because most of the signal's envelope goes above the threshold, we see the output reflects this by the fact that it's pretty much almost gone. Still hear the transients of, not much though, but of the hi-hats, and it's actually pretty much only the closed hat that you hear, and there's a noise that's in the background that's supposed to be a bit more apparent. Alright, so coming to a close, I'm not really sure if I helped anybody here. I kind of hope I have, but not really. I don't know, but I will be honest, I don't understand really the use of a compressor itself, the mechanics, the algorithmic version, but I get the fundamentals, and so, maybe this is a point where we all work together to try to figure it out. But I do know this for sure. This is my little closing recap thing here. The goal of a compressor is to reduce the volume of the loud stuff, while at the same time using various parameters to help shape the signal's transients to one's desired output. Alright, ladies and gents, I hope that did something for you.